hello everyone, and happy Sunday morning. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful start to your weekend. It is a brisk, chilly, but sunny fall morning in my neck of the woods, and we're coming off of like 4 days of rain, pretty much nonstop. And I'm still fighting the migraine as the weather finally settles back down. So again, my energy today, not 100%, but we're getting there. I want to say congratulations to Tovinator on first. Good morning to you. Hope your day is off to a pleasant start. Star, good morning to you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Great to see you today. And Aquatic Justice, hello and welcome in. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well as well. So today is hardcore day. We're finally back in the hardcore world. I have done a little bit of work off stream with like getting the terrace filled in. Finally, that big empty terrace hollow thing that we were working on last stream. We were in the hardcore world, I should say. I got it all filled in, so it's all solid dirt now. It makes me very happy. But I got some more of the terraces like kind of mapped out, so I have an idea of the shape and the size and things like that. I started adding some staircases in. Because of course we have kind of the main staircase leading down right now, and then at a certain point it's going to kind of start like this switchback down the mountain so we can get out to where the rocky cliffs are, and then the pier town that we're going to build out there. Just doing, you know, some of that kind of stuff. If there's anyone would like to request we do today, I'm open to suggestions. Otherwise I will be doing the terraforming because it does need to get done, and you know, it's part of the project. We have a mountain to remove. I actually kind of by accident discovered a great place to put our road leading out of the city to connect to Spiaggia Harbor, which is our spawn village, one of our first big builds we did in the world. And so I did a little bit of tree cutting there and kind of got myself like ready to start mapping out that footprint of the road. And I think it'll look really cool once we get to that point. We do have a mountain we have to kind of cut down and terraform a little bit so that we can put the road in. But yeah, I think it'll look really cool once it's all done. And it'll be nice to have all of our different villages and our base all kind of connected together by roads and paths and things like that. It's very realistic to like how it would be, you know, in olden times where you would have that traveled road connecting all your little villages and hovels and things. So that's what we're doing. We're making sure everybody's all connected and on the same path, which is great. Good for trade. I am working on my tea today. I posted in the Discord, so we're a little late. I had to go out and go do my grocery pickup this morning. And of course, you know, no one ever is running on my time. The audacity. But I had to wait a little bit for some people. And to be fair, I did walk around Target for a few minutes. So, you know, my own fault for some of it. But I got back and I was really, really, really cold because it's quite chilly outside this morning. I'm like, I need some tea before we get started. And I finally got around to Tovinator last Christmas got me some of these great little, they're meant for like the candle jars, you know, like the glass, like Yankee candle jars. You put them on there and you turn this little switch and it warms the plate up. So it heats the wax from underneath and you don't have to use the wick, so no smoke and flame and all that. So it's supposed to be a safer alternative if you have those kind of candles. I use them as coffee mug warmers. And they're like $5 each at Walmart, which is great because the alternative is those, I think they're called Ember mugs, that they're like self-heating. And I really want one of those, but A, they're tiny cups, which is a waste of my time because I like big cups and I cannot lie. But also, they're stupid expensive. Like, I think the cheapest I've ever seen them, like ever, because I watch them all the time on Amazon, is like $85. I'm sorry, what? So I'll see what they are on Black Friday. If they drop down to like the $50 range, I might consider it. We'll see. But yeah, tiny cups are the worst, KT. I 100% agree. Your wife has an Ember mug and she loves it. Yeah, so I had a former coworker who had one at her desk at work and she loved it. It was like, it would keep her coffee or tea or whatever warm like all day. So I appreciate the logic of it, and I think the execution's great, but the cost is just ridiculous for a single coffee mug. That's not even a good size coffee mug, okay? Like, this is a small mug for me, and this is like a 16-ounce cup. I don't do small mugs. They are a waste of time. Alrighty, so I'm working on the tea. It's a nice full hot cup of tea, and the little warmer will help keep it that way, which is good, because cold tea, like the dregs of cold tea, ugh, no thank you. It's the actual worst. All right, so Hardcore world. The building inspectors are here right now, so I figure we could go over and go see them or something. I don't know. We've got cows, so if I need to, I can always go get some milk and take care of the stuff. For her and a buddy of mine, they are worth the price because they use them all day, every day. I mean, yeah, if it's something you're going to use all day, every day, then sure. Then I could see spending the money on it. Where is my other dude? I see you on the map, but I don't know where you are. Is he back here somewhere? He's probably right down here. Oh, there he is. I hear him. Are you going? I think he just shot at me. Oh, let's get over this way and then spin back. Where are you at, my dude? Where are you at? Oh, there he is. He's like right here. Oh, you got lucky. You got lucky. Boom. He did. It's fine. Okay, so let's go see if we can't get the other guys. They may have actually despawned because they kind of went away from where I was. Let's see. Yes, it appears they walked out of render, so they have despawned. Sad. I thought we were going to have a good time with them. Oh, well. Okay, so let me take to the skies here so I can show you guys what I've been doing off stream of late. This, of course, this rocky cliff area, this is where we're going to have our little docks and everything else. But so far, let me take it back up here, get rid of this. So you can see where we are so far. This is what I've built out terrace-wise. This is like a nice big terrace that we're going to have coming out this way. Excuse me. I have put the cobble retaining walls up. Those are going to get changed eventually to something else. You should let them use up their crossbows and keep them as villagers. Oh, that would be a cool idea. Maybe the next set I will. I didn't think about that. It looks like we've got a cave right here. Hold up. Is that a cave? Yes, there's a little cave thing. We'll have to fill that in. But that is what we've got so far. Of course, we've got that ravine. We have to do something, maybe build a bridge over that later. That could be really cool. Phew, that was really graceful. For once, I didn't smack into the side of the mountain. Okay, so we're going to start off. I do need to finish framing out the terraces first thing. That's priority because I need to see where this footprint is. I need one less. There we go. And then once we do that, then we'll be able to start filling in and get the whole terrace done. I'm not doing any sort of like pattern or specific design to them. I want them to be somewhat organically shaped because I don't want to make it seem like they're perfectly, you know, mapped out. But at the same time, I want them to look nice. So that's what we're working on. Okay, so right here is the edge of this one. Let me just go. Actually, no, we can use the map to look at this. Yeah, that's fine. So this kind of sweeps out around this way and it's all filled in. Looks really good. All right, so much government oversight on both worlds. I know, we've had a ton of them on our survival world too. It's crazy. I also like to trick them into following me into a hanging cage, then use up their crossbows so they become prisoners. Oh, that's fun. I like that. We might have to try that. Like, it reminds me of, what's Hocus Pocus, the hanging cages that are in the witch's hut. And the two juvenile delinquents that they have trapped in there at the end of the movie, and they're like, let us out. Cracks me up. All right, so let's see here. I've been kind of working a little bit at a time right here, just making kind of a, not even a halfway point on this terrace, but just kind of, oh shoot. Making a divider. So we have like, okay, let's fill all of this and then we'll go in and do the rest. Because as you can see, we've got a lot to do kind of over on the outside here. It's got to go all the way and there's nothing. It's going to be a lot like the other one where we had nothing and we had to completely fill it in. It's going to suck. Admittedly, it's going to suck. But gotta do it. Because I have that whole thing with not having hollow builds. Why? Because it's a sickness and I can't control myself. That's okay. So we'll just go ahead and fill in here. And while we do that, let's catch up, shall we? How's everybody doing? Anything fun and exciting going on? Anything like just life stuff going? I know, KT, you've been working on the house a lot lately, getting things done there. Much like myself and Tovinator, we're working on house stuff. In fact, he's doing flooring right now, so you guys might hear that. And apologies if it's a bit loud. But I think the mic probably filters out most of it, which is good. All right, I left my bed way over here. That was really poor planning on my part. Whoops. In my defense, I've been sleeping inside the mountain lately, and I forgot that I don't just have it with me right now. So it is what it is. All right, guys. First drink of the game. Grab your cups, hydrate, have some tea, coffee, whatever you got next to you. It's all good. For me this week, I have a whole lot of housekeeping stuff to get done. We have exactly 2 guests coming for Thanksgiving, which is plenty. I'm totally fine with that. And we're just doing a very casual meal and hanging out and all that good stuff, which should be really nice. But I do, of course, have to get the house ready because me being me, and I'm a little bit like obsessive about stuff like that when company comes over, even if they're like, you know, friends that we've had for ages and, you know, we're past the point of I need to impress you. I still feel the need to impress people when they come over. And I feel very judged if my house is not super tidy. Even though 90% of the time, people probably couldn't tell the fact that I did a ton of work because the house is in pretty good condition most of the time. But I do it anyway. So I told the kids, the 2 younger kids are off school all week this week. Our district takes off the entire week of Thanksgiving, which I'm not sad about. And I told them, I'm like, well, since you guys are home, you're not just going to sit around and watch TV and play video games all day. You're going to help get the house ready for Thanksgiving. So they're going to be getting put to work. Kid 1 has their college classes that go all the way until Thursday. They only have Thursday and Friday off for their school. So they will not be as readily accessible to assist, but the younger 2 are, and they will definitely be put to work. I told them we're basically going to go room by room and just top to bottom deep clean. I mean, clean ceiling fans, use like a dry mop head type thing that we have. It's like looks like a Swiffer duster, but it's like a reusable microfiber mop pad. I'm like, we're going to clean the walls off and get any dust off the walls. We're going to basically strip all the bedding in our guest room and put I have like a really cute Christmas quilt. I'm like, we're gonna put the Christmas stuff on, the flannel sheets, all that good stuff. Like, so that way the room's all clean and tidy and ready. You know, we're starting there and we're just working our way all the way through downstairs. You can imagine the responses I got. They were super enthusiastic about it. But that's okay, because it's good practice for when they are adults and they have to do this in their own homes. Better to know how to do it now than later when they're like, why didn't you like help me and teach me and all that? And they have to instead turn to a YouTube channel to teach them how to tie a tie and change a tire and all that. So, life lessons, folks. Don't be afraid to teach your kids things. Today we'll be starting on food prep. Nice. I do that. I start Tuesday for myself on that. My food prep is really minimal beyond baking. Baking like desserts takes a while because I usually do multiple. But like food prep is pretty straightforward. I've already got my sweet potatoes cooked because I roast them and make a sweet potato, like a mashed sweet potato puree thing. And so that part's done. I just have to make the crumble topping and get that done. Mashed potatoes obviously are day of. I'm making a chopped salad, so that'll be day of. I'm going to prep the turkey the night before. And I'm going the easy route because I'm gluten-free, and so I'm not going to bake glutinous rolls for everybody. I have 2 loaves of French bread that I picked up at Costco, and they're going to have that. Enjoy. One of the benefits is cooking at someone else's house, no cleaning at home necessary. Exactly. Yeah, if you're doing the food at someone else's place, you don't have to do yours, which is really nice. I mean, to be fair, we decorate the day after Thanksgiving, and so to have the house nice and clean and tidy and, you know, clutter taken care of makes the Christmas decorating a lot easier. And like you have a clean base to start with. You're not like having to deal with, oh, I need to dust first or whatever. All I have to do is just put away the Thanksgiving decorations and I'm ready to go. So definitely worthwhile. Thanksgiving rolls courtesy of Texas Roadhouse. Nice. Yeah, see, stuff like that. Anywhere you can find a quick shortcut for holiday meals is a win in my book. Holiday meals are so much work because we tend to prep so much food between like appetizers and desserts and everything else. And I don't know what it is about social media, but it really has like put this mindset on people that it has to be this big, like, multi-day event and everything like that. And well, I understand that, you know, it is a big deal, and, you know, a lot of people, like, it's like the one meal of the year they go all out for. Like, I get it, but I feel like we've come to like almost hold certain expectations of ourselves that it's going to be really fancy and everything else, and make more work for ourselves, which is just terrible. So yeah, anytime I can like shortcut and get stuff pre-made you know, an easier version of things, I am there for it. I was really excited actually. I've mentioned before I follow the Reddit for the let me start over. I follow the celiac subreddit on Reddit, if I could word today. And someone was showing that Target, their Good and Gather brand that they have now, which is like their store brand, they have a gluten-free like pre-made pie crust in their freezer section. And I was like, shut up, I'm here for that. Okay. And I actually got 2 boxes of it. So I'm going to try that out. I'm going to make apple pies, like little mini apple pies for Thanksgiving. And I always do like a Dutch apple pie. So the top's like a crumbly streusel topping, but the base is a regular pie crust. And if I can get the pie crust pre-made, oh my God, that saves me so much time. Because making pie crusts, especially gluten-free ones, you have to make them ahead. You have to chill them. And then you have to wait for them to defrost enough to use them, but not too much where they get soggy, which is, you know, a pain in the butt. And I am very much looking forward to trying out something that has done the work for me, so I don't have to deal with it, because that will be very nice. Okay, how do I want to do this? I'm thinking I might kind of come up here and then... can I reach? No, I need to come up one more. I'm actually going to have to like cut down because this isn't actually a pillar here, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring this over as far as I can, like that, and just keep bringing these down like so. Sadly, I will not be making my eggnog this year as I was the only person who drank it. To be fair, it is pretty boozy. Well, I mean, if you're the only one drinking it, I don't think that's a bad thing. It just makes you have way better of a time on the holiday. I'm just saying. But yeah, I can see where, you know, it'd be frustrating to put effort into something and then people don't partake. It's like, well, what the heck? Why was I killing myself for this if you guys aren't even going to have any? That's lame. So yeah, I get it. Making crust dough and fillings today, assembly Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, exactly. And that's my thing is that, you know, I have so many desserts that I'm going to do that if I can cut corners and get a crust pre-made, win. Okay, let's see. We're going to do this. Since we're right here, we might as well just do that. Okay, now let me pillar up right here. Let's see how much we can do. Can I reach? Nope, I can't, of course. Even jumping, it's like just out of range. It's really annoying. Okay, I don't want to break something I've already done because that would be dumb. Oh, wait, hold on. I have to because it's on the outside. Hello. I'm off by one. Well, goodness me. There you go. Okay. So this is the problem when you're looking upward to try to build. It's really hard to see where your actual borders are, and then you kind of start doing too far. So, yeah, that's a problem. That's okay, though. The great thing about dirt is it's easy to remove. Come on. Let me up there. Alrighty, so good question for everybody else in the chat, if you're so inclined to participate in the conversation. What is your food prep looking like, or what is your holiday prep looking like? If you're like me and you're like starting with the house cleaning and stuff like that, that's also considered holiday prep. So what are you working on in the next day or two? Are you someone who likes to kind of wait till the very last second and do everything like the day of, or maybe like just the day before and the day of? Or are you someone like me who kind of spreads it out over the course of like the whole week to save yourself a little stress and hassle? Because for me, I'm all about making things easy. All right. Okay. Can I reach? No, I still cannot quite reach there. Let's see. I need to get where I can reach this so I can continue to bring this side down. There we go. Come on. You got the last one. Why are you not giving me grief on this one? Good grief. Okay. Can we break this, please? Thank you. I apologize for not being terribly chatty today. I have been, like, struggling big time with the migraine this time around because of this storm, and it's just literally making me loopy. Like, I feel like how you feel when you take cold medication, you know, how you like feel a little like dizzy and woozy and stuff like that. My migraines, when they kick in, especially like with storms, so if it's like a storm inflicted migraine, I get the vertigo from it. You know, I get a little dizzy, and it just makes me feel so weird. Okay, oh, I missed one here. We need to go up here. And let's see. And thank you, KT, for pinning the question of the day there. Come on. Give me that one wall. Thank you. Okay. So we'll do kind of like how we did on the other side. We'll fill in the top layer. And then we'll just start filling in here at the bottom. So that way we can just stay in here and work through the night. It works a lot better than having to go back and forth. How did you get down here? You're supposed to be tethered over here. Apparently our guys broke their leads. Oh, well. Hello, sheepies. All right, guys, grab your cups. Let's take a drink, do that self-care. And speaking of which, oh my gosh, it's Self-Care Sunday. Totally forgot. Kind of thrown off with the holiday coming up and having been sick. Thank you, KT, for the Discord link. I appreciate that. We will discuss that in 1 second. But yes, it is Self-Care Sunday, and it's a great day to check in with yourself, figure out what you can do to make yourself feel good, and just give yourself a little bit of love, and give yourself a little permission to maybe be a little selfish, honestly. You know, it's okay to take care of yourself. It's okay to look out for yourself and make sure that you're giving yourself the best possible care today. And, you know, it could be anything. It could be like, I'm going to take a hot bath today and ignore the world for a while. That is great self-care. You could... okay, hold on. Is this supposed to be out here? Yeah. Oh, I see. I cut in extra there. You could go for a long walk. You could put on your favorite comfort TV show. You could eat a little junk food, or maybe eat something really healthy if that's your thing. If you prefer to do your self-care with good nutritious food, whatever works for you. But yeah, today's a good day to do that. Especially leading up into the holiday season, because the holidays can be a little rough for people. And it's okay if you're kind of struggling a little bit and you need to have that extra little boost of something for yourself. Definitely do so. For me, just getting to watch football. Hey, you know what? That's great self-care. Getting engaged with an activity is a wonderful way to do self-care, and I wholeheartedly agree with that. I think it's been a minute since I watched a football game last, honestly. I can't remember the last time was that I watched one. Probably last season. I tend to watch, like, the Super Bowl pretty religiously. Like, I watch that every year. And then I don't really watch much unless it just happens to be on in the house, which does happen because my husband and boys watch football. But for the most part, it's just not something that's even on my radar. Not like it used to be. When I was younger, I used to watch it more, but now not so much. All right, so let's start filling in this little hole here, because I think this goes straight back right here. Yeah, so right here goes straight back. Let's just go ahead and start filling this in. Excuse me, kind of bring it up to where we're not having to reach so high and we don't have all these little divots in the ground here, because I really hate all these little divots. It's easier to work at like an even level. And yes, as KT just shared, the community Discord is a great way to kind of hang out outside stream, catch up with what we've been talking about on stream, maybe if you missed out, or if you just had something more to add to it. That is always a great opportunity to do so, is through the community Discord. And it's also a good place if you're a regular stream watcher to make sure you're checked in with any stream updates, adjustments, last minute substitutions, or whatever. So definitely, if you haven't already, check it out. We had a whole bunch of followers on the last stream, so I want to make sure that we catch everybody and get everybody welcomed in and taken care of. Okay, so that's good so far. There's less little mini holes there, and I don't have to reach so far to get to stuff now, which is good. Okay, so it comes out 2 and then over 1, so that's kind of right about, actually I'm going to have to drop down because I think this is a thing here, but that's okay. We'll get to it. I'm going to go right here kind of in the middle. So many questionable comments with all the whole discussion. I know. Family-friendly stream today, KT. Sorry. No fun. I know. Okay. If only our friend from last hardcore stream didn't get banned, I'm sure we could have some very fun discussions about that. Alrighty, let's see, how far can I reach? I can reach right here. Let's just start bringing this whole section down here. No, darn it. I was very tempted to make today a Mom After Dark in the morning stream, because we haven't had one in a while, and I thought, you know, it would be kind of fun, but maybe we'll do that on Thanksgiving. If I do end up having time to do a Thanksgiving stream, even a short one, maybe we could make it like you know, a mom after dark in the morning type thing before I start cooking. That could be a lot of fun. It would mean day drinking, but hopefully you guys wouldn't judge me too much for that. It's a holiday after all, so. Okay, let's hop back up here and let's keep working on this section right here because we had 2 blocks that I missed right there. Okay. Somehow I managed to leave a big gap there. I don't usually do that. So I think I might come up here and actually put an extra pillar because I don't really like that like 3x2. Yeah, I don't know what happened right here. Somewhere along the way it went weird. Oh, you know why? I'm so silly. So my brain is thinking it's like on the outside where there's like a big like 2x2 gap, which I don't usually do. Usually I only do like a drop of 1, or if it's 2, I only go over 1. So it's not like a big box shaped corner. And then I realized it's because I have already added 2 extra inner pillars that I didn't need to, just in my transition walking backwards to make the frame. So that's why I was like, oh, okay, I see what I did. We're fine. Everything's good. Nothing to be concerned about, folks. Not that you probably were, but I was, because I get freaked out about stuff all the time. Anxiety's the best. I usually participate in day drinking while doing holiday cooking, so no judgment. I mean, to be fair, I feel like day drinking during holiday prep is just kind of a normal thing for a lot of people. I don't mean like getting like wasted drunk, of course, while you're cooking the turkey. But like, you know, if you have a glass of wine and you're kind of sipping on that while you're making the side dishes, I don't think that's really all that untoward. I think a lot of people do that. You know, especially like if you have one of those holidays where you have people already arriving while you're still cooking, you know, people kind of come early and hang out. I could totally see like, oh, everyone's already having a drink. I'll have one too while I make the stuffing or something. It makes perfect sense to me, really. Okay, so we've got a pillar here and then one right next to it. So we got to bring this up and then we can do that. Oh, we're almost to the edge. Yay. Cool. So let's go ahead and hop up here. And can I reach? Yes, I can reach. Excellent. So that one is new. That one's done. And then we'll, if I can eat. It's all about lining it up with just the right pixel there. If it would cooperate. Totally going to enjoy a drink while I grill the turkey. Yes, Tovinator is grilling the turkey this year, so I can definitely see that. We usually say a beer while watching the turkey fry is a requirement. All the fire, oil, and hardware and such, it makes the great outdoor activity. I mean, it's like perfect man time, you know, like the fire and the outdoors and everything. I mean, I could see Tovinator probably like enjoying a cigar while he's at it because it just seems to fit the rhetoric, honestly. Hold my beer. Yeah, right. Hold my beer. Watch this. Very true. I'm sure those words have been uttered more than once around a turkey fryer. Okay. And let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna have to drop down here. Yeah, instead of just dropping, let's jump. Let's really break my ankles properly. That seems like a great idea. Okay, I'm now not going to be able to reach that. Oh no, I did. Yay! Cool. Okay, so now we will continue to drop this pillar down here. If I can do it in such a way that I don't block off the pieces in the back, will be good. Crazy concept, I know. And this one here. That's fine, because I'm going to fill this in anyway. See, all these little, like, tiny divots in the ground are awful because inevitably I will fall into them. And that makes me crazy. I feel like I'm doing almost as much dirt as I did on the last giant terrace fill-in, but for some reason this one feels like it's going much quicker, and I'm not sure if it's just because I've done it so many times now that I'm getting the hang of it, or if it's just actually going faster. But I'm here for it, because anything to make this job less tedious is 100% a win. Okay, so right here, we're gonna come out 3. I've said that more than once. Yep, here, hold my beer. I'm gonna do something amazing. Just watch. Okay, 2, and then right up against the wall. 1, 1. Okay, so there is our pillars there. I'm gonna go up like right here in the middle. I am gonna run out of dirt, so let's go ahead. Let's do this, and we'll take out what we can. I'm gonna put 1 away just so that way I have room. Perfect. Okay. So let's just start dropping this wall all the way down. Can I reach? Ooh, I can reach. Excellent. We'll just bring it all the way up. There we go. All right, so Totally off topic, but it just popped into my head. So Tovinator and I have started watching the show called The Gilded Age on HBO Max, or Max, or whatever it's called this week. I don't know. And I gotta say, I am completely addicted to the show already. We're not even done with the first episode, and I'm already like, oh my God, I love this show. I'm super excited to watch it. I'm a big fan of the Gilded Age in history, and like all of the, you know, the posh and the glitter and all the, you know, all the ridiculous excess wealth and all that. Like I'm such a huge fan of that time period historically, and I am loving that show. Yes, no, you absolutely should. If you're at all interested in like historical fiction type TV shows, and this one is, I think, loosely based on real people and real events and things like that, because they do mention like the Vanderbilts and the Astors and people like that. So I think that it's meant to be creative license on reality. And I haven't researched some of the other, like the big names that they have mentioned in the show to see if they were like real people. I'm assuming they probably were all part of like New York Society and Newport Society back in the day. But I would love to find out, because it's very much like already the vibe is very much leaning into that new money versus old money rhetoric of the time. Like, you know, oh, if your people weren't here before the Revolutionary War, then you're no one, you know? And so it's really interesting, like seeing all that. And of course, they're just getting started kind of building up, you know, where you're being introduced to the main characters and such, and kind of how people are interwoven with each other, and, you know, whose aunt married whose uncle, or all that. It's a big web of people for sure, because they very much intermarried within society. Like the old money wanted to keep the old money together. And every once in a while you get some new money heiress that would come in because she was, you know, super loaded, and the family that married or allowed her to marry in really needed the cash. And I have a feeling we're going to see stuff like that, because one of the families that is kind of the focus of the show is the Russell family, and they just built this big house on 61st Street, and it's this big garish monstrosity that everyone's talking about, and their new money. The husband is a banker, I believe, and the wife is very much a climber. Like, she's like very calculated in everything she does, and, you know, it's all about making the proper introductions and leaving your card at the correct houses and all that. And meanwhile, of course, all the old money's like, honey, please, you're nobody and you will never be anybody. Like, they're already all talking about her like nonstop. But she's already like just where we are in the first episode, again, not even done. Her son and one of the Astor girls are already being introduced kind of off scene. They're in Newport, and so you know, none of the parents are there kind of to give their 2 cents, but they've already been introduced. So I'm curious if something will happen there. I'm sure to Mrs. Astor's chagrin, because, you know, old money, new money. But I'm very much excited about this show. And again, only not even halfway through the first episode. Okay. I've been really desperate to find a new show to watch. The last one I watched, crazily enough, it's been over for like, what, 8 years or something like that. I finally watched How I Met Your Mother all the way start to finish. Spoilers, they meet the mother. But I had never actually watched the show all the way through. I had seen episodes here and there. I watched a fair bit of the final season just because I knew it was the final season and we all wanted to know who the mother was. And I was very annoyed with the whole final season, because I felt like it was very rushed and forced, and it was like the writers' attempt to wrap the show up as best as they could and give everybody the happy ending they wanted, and yet they still managed to like ruin the whole thing, and I was very upset. And which, again, spoilers if you haven't seen it, it doesn't end it doesn't end the way you would think that it would end. But anyway, so we finished that, and I needed a new show. I've just been watching Friends lately just to have background noise on, and I'm like, okay, I keep seeing ads popping up for season 2 of The Gilded Age starting. I'm like, okay, it's time. It's time to like get into a new show and actually like engage with a show that isn't a decade old. Okay, and this one's gonna have like, I have like a mini terrace already set up there, and I think I might get rid of that. I think we might actually like remove that completely because I want to have like a big drop between these two layers here like this. Let's see. Alrighty. Well, since today is kind of just a lurk and relax kind of stream, to everybody who is lurking, or maybe if you're watching the VOD, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Whatever day it is that you're watching this. If you're watching it in place of talking to family on Thanksgiving, I get it and I respect it. Just make sure you're discreet. But I want you to know that we're all glad you're here. We hope you're having a wonderful day. And if at any time you want to jump in the chat, or maybe if you're lurking, or no, sorry, not lurking. If you're watching the VOD and you want to join us on our next stream, we would love to have you. We'd love to chit-chat with you and kind of get to know you. We have a wonderful group of folks here in the community, and they're a lot of fun to chat with and just hang out with, and always great to lend an ear when you need one. Always a bummer when shows have that kind of disappointing ending. It is. It's like you're so engaged for so long. I mean, How I Met Your Mother ran for like 9 seasons, and you get to the end and you're like, seriously? You did the girl wrong. I'm just saying. After all that. Okay, we're almost out of dirt again. I hope I have enough dirt to at least finish this section, otherwise I'm going to be really annoyed. I know we're going to be cutting away some of up there, right there. This is going to get kind of shaved down to meet this layer right here. Level layer, however you want to word it. Words are hard. But yes, hopefully we'll have enough dirt, because I don't want to have to go harvest more just yet, if I can help it. But I'm pretty much on my last couple shulkers of dirt right now, so we'll see. All right, give, please. Thank you. Actually, oh, I only have 1,000 left there. Ooh. Okay, well, yeah. That is not what I was hoping for. Nuts. Okay, let's put you away. And put you away, and we'll take this -1, so I can put the shulker back. I was actually thinking about that the other day, just because chat's been kind of quiet of late, which, understandable. People are kind of, I think it's that time of year where people are just less sociable because the weather's cold, and maybe we're, you know, getting into that seasonal affective disorder, and people are like, I don't feel like talking. I feel like it's almost getting to the point where it would be nice to just take on a kind of let's play type situation, where instead of like trying to have a discussion about something, we just kind of let things flow organically and just have, again, like kind of a let's play type model. And as people engage and want to talk, then we talk, but otherwise just kind of watch the show. If I did something like that, it would definitely be more of like a no camera type stream, because I would feel weird just having someone sit and stare at me for no reason when I'm not even talking. But if we did a let's play, then I could definitely just have the camera off and just build and do blocks and things like that. And then if people want to talk, we talk, and when they don't, they don't. Because I know as a streamer, it's definitely more difficult to keep up a conversation when chat's not active. And absolutely no issues, by the way. Please don't anyone feel like you have to talk. That's never the vibe here. We always respect people being able to enjoy stream in their own way. I'm just kind of, you know, musing out loud that, you know, when that happens, and I've been on streams, we have D&D now, but we'll keep stream up and check in the camp. Oh, how fun. Enjoy your D&D. One of these days, if you don't mind, I'd love to just join in and just like watch and listen. Because I'm really enjoying just like watching other people's games. And like, of course, I've been watching Critical Role like a ton. And I just find it very entertaining to watch. Like it's like my own little TV show. Cool, thank you. I appreciate you letting me invite myself over. But yeah, I'm enjoying just learning about gameplay and like how people play and how people DM and all that. And again, it's like a TV show. I find myself very engaged in the story, not even as much as like the player actions, but just the story that the DM is telling and weaving. And it's like, oh, what are they going to do next? It's really engaging for me. And it's definitely in my wheelhouse because it almost fits kind of a podcast type feel. Like I listen to Critical Role a lot in the car if I'm on like a longer drive. Like if I'm in the car for an hour or more straight, I'll put on Critical Role and I'll just listen to an episode on my way out and back kind of thing, and it's great. Go watch Dimension 20 or Critical Role. Yeah, so Critical Role I watch all the time. I'm on episode 19 of Campaign 1 right now. And I tend to go back and like re-listen. So like I'll watch the old Twitch streams, because that's what it is it's their old Twitch streams. I'll watch those like when I'm on the treadmill or if I'm cleaning or cooking in the room where the TV is. I'll pull it up, and oftentimes I'll go back in the car and I'll re-listen to the podcast version so I can pick up the little nuances that I might have missed on the show because I was doing other stuff. But I saw Dimension 20. I've seen that name before. I think it popped up as a recommended on YouTube because I've been watching so much Critical Role. And I need to do that because the more exposure I can get, the better. It's really helpful in just learning how to play the game. Gibby Feast, welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely Sunday. Glad to have you here in the chat. Feel free to make yourself at home and keep talking, or just lurk, listen, and watch. Whatever works for you is fine by us. And have you ever experienced deja vu? If so, please tell us your experience. All the time. But that's usually because I'm very forgetful and I don't realize that I've actually done something before, and so I am like, wait, I feel like I've been here before. And it's usually because I have and I've forgotten. And Dimension 20 is the one hosted by Brennan Lee Mulligan. Okay. I don't know who that is, but I'm assuming they're big in the D&D world. But I will definitely check them out for sure. I'm always looking for new stuff to watch and listen to. I'm very much a TV on in the background kind of person. I don't often just sit and like engage. The ADHD is real. And to just sit and watch TV show or movie or something like that is almost impossible for me. I tend to have my phone in my hand and I'm scrolling Pinterest or Reddit or playing a game or something like that while I'm listening. And I'll, periodically look up if something sparks my attention. But yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Thank you for the suggestion. Real quick, since we have some empty shulkers here, let's go ahead. Let's grab the rest of this dirt. I should have enough room. Yep. Okay, so we'll grab the rest of that dirt. And this stuff here, let's just dump this out. And I should be able to put it up in here. Yes, stone goes in this chest. Perfect. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and dump off these empty shulkers because I'm going to need those in a little bit. Everybody's empty here? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool. So let's go finish placing what dirt we do have. We'll top off the rockets, and then we're going to head over to this part of the mountain, and we're going to keep working on terraforming that down a little bit. Because as you can see, it needs to get shaved down quite a bit. All right, down in here. Alright, but anyway, back to my original thought process. ADHD, folks. I definitely, I think that if we have a stream kind of like how today is, where everybody's just kind of chilling and vibing and relaxing, I think a Let's Play would be kind of nice. Just shut the camera off, shut the lights off, and just, play blogging for a little bit. And if people feel like chatting, we chat. And if they don't, they don't. That's cool. And I think that's kind of nice, if someone's watching the VOD and they just want to watch some gameplay, then we can do that. It's there. And a little, peaceful noise in the background, and, just something to chill with. I kind of dig it. And we're almost done with this area. Again, I'm going to take this, I'm going to shave this down so it's level with the terrace that we're working on right now. I just got to get this going. You live in Sweden at 7 p.m. So my local time, I live in California in the US, and it's just shy of 10 a.m. where I am. Just kind of working on getting the day going. And attempting to be productive. I actually slept last night, which was really nice, and I was I didn't get up until about 4:45. I'm definitely an early bird, but not entirely by choice. My brain just really likes waking up super early, unfortunately. So I have taken it to be like my time in the morning, which is great. That's nice. It is rare these days to get good sleep. Yeah, you know, I feel like we kind of do it to ourselves, honestly, with technology and, you know, we tend to have our devices in our hands or the TV's on right to the last second. And that, you know, there's plenty of evidence to suggest that blue light's not good for your sleep and can mess with stuff. I have the added bonus of I'm of a certain age where my hormones are doing some really insane stuff. And with it is insomnia. So I can be dead tired, ready for bed, and I will fall asleep within 3 minutes of laying down. Like, I have no trouble falling asleep. But right around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, my brain just decides, and we're awake. For no reason. Just for the fun of it. So that's kind of been the issue lately, is being able to stay asleep. So what can I blame my insomnia on? KT. Hormones affect men too. I would just go with that. And Zoe, welcome in. Good morning to you, my friend. I hope you're having a lovely Sunday. It's great, as always, to see you in the chats. Question of the day. If you are celebrating Thanksgiving next week, when do you start your prep? And what are you starting when you do? We were discussing how some people are a prep ahead, you know, like they kind of work a little bit. Whoa, I'm hormonal, right? Yay! Some people will work a little bit through the week, kind of, you know, doing their cooking, cleaning, what have you. And then the day of, they have minimal work to do. And some people are more, I'm going to wait till the last minute and just bust out everything right then and there. Some are kind of a mix of both. Maybe they start on Tuesday or Wednesday and maybe they bake all their pies or whatever, or maybe they start brining the turkey and then the rest of it is done the day of. Excuse me. I think I'm going to try to have some real flowers that clean the air in my bedroom. I've heard colleagues say that helped them a lot. That's definitely worth trying. Plenty of evidence to suggest that things like houseplants and flowers help remove impurities from the air. And obviously, you know, just good, fresh, generated oxygen from the plants is always a nice thing to have. Couldn't hurt. My partner started thawing the turkey a few days ago, and she's in the kitchen starting the actual prep right now. She loves it. Well, Dead Tom, first off, welcome in. Glad to have you here in the chat. Hope you're having a lovely Sunday. And kudos to your partner. I need to get my turkey out and start defrosting it, actually. So thanks for the reminder. I was supposed to take it out Thursday, and it's been sitting in the freezer this whole time. But I'm going to take it out and probably just do... like run some cool water through it and over it to just kind of get it started, and then I'll just stick it in the fridge from there, and it'll continue to defrost safely until the day of. Actually, probably the day before. I'll probably get it prepped. My cooking hack, if you will, for a good moist flavorful turkey is I take a stick of butter. Yes, a whole stick, because I hate my arteries. I take a whole stick of butter. I soften it in the microwave to where it's just past like normal toast buttering thick, like density. You want it liquid, but not, okay, let me back up. You want it like a thin frosting, basically. Butter paste, exactly. So you take that and I mix in salt, pepper, garlic, onion, thyme, rosemary, sage, and a little bit of tarragon. And I mix that up, and then I put it into like a piping bag, and I go with my turkey, and I put gloves on because it's gross. I don't like touching raw meat. But I go in between the skin and the meat. So like on the breast, on the legs, and on the back. And I put the piping bag in there, and I, you know, squeeze some butter up underneath there. And then I take on the outside and I like kind of massage it around so it covers the entire breast meat and then down into the legs and everything else. And then any leftover, I rub the outside of the bird as well. So you get a nice like crisp crust. Mwah, delish. Strongly recommend. Never understand why just the turkey on Thanksgiving. Maybe just European people think Americans are strange. Well, we are. Not mutually exclusive there. No, so turkey is just very much the traditional Thanksgiving meal here in the U.S. My family does turkey and ham. But I know lots of people of like, say, different ethnic backgrounds. While they might be American in terms of current nationality, culturally, their family comes from different countries. We are a melting pot after all. And I have seen a vast assortment of different meals for holidays here in the United States. Turkey tends to be pretty mainstream that I've seen. Like most people do the whole traditional Thanksgiving dinner, you know, turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, all that good stuff. But Christmas is where we tend to see a lot of variation. A lot of people will do like a roast beef dinner. That's a very kind of traditional Christmas dinner, like white Anglo-Saxon traditional type dinner. But you get like Italian families will do lasagna and pasta dishes for Christmas. Hispanic families tend to do tamales for Christmas. Our family does both turkey and tamales because my husband is Hispanic. And so we do both. We do kind of a blended meal, which is always kind of interesting, really. You know, you have the pot of tamales on the stove and then you have the turkey in the oven, which is kind of weird, but whatever. It works and everybody loves it. So we go with it. And then, you know, I know that, there are backgrounds that will do like Chinese food for Christmas. So, I mean, it kind of depends on what your family does. It's fun. Turkey was actually the runner-up to the eagle for the national bird, thanks to Ben Franklin. Well, cheers to Ben Franklin, because I'm down for the goofiest bird ever for the national bird. I feel like the turkey would be a perfect representation of our country now. Because we are a hot mess, okay? We look up at the rain and we drown, okay? That's where we are right now. We're all pretty dumb. We do ham for Christmas. We both grew up with it. Yeah, so my husband's mom always does ham and turkey both for both Thanksgiving and Christmas. But then at Christmas, they also do tamales because my father-in-law is Hispanic and my mother-in-law is white. And then same thing in our house. We do usually turkey and ham and then the tamales as well. And making the tamales is actually a big Christmas tradition for us in the days leading up to Christmas. We usually try to do it like the week before. Sometimes it ends up being like Christmas Eve. It just depends on schedules and things like that. This year, our kids get out a little earlier because of when Christmas falls. And so we have a little more time where all the family's home. And so that'll be kind of nice to actually have the time to get them done ahead of time rather than waiting to the last minute. But to finish that thought, we also... New Year's, another Hispanic tradition is to do pozole, which is something that we always do for New Year's every year, as do my in-laws. So yeah, it's always kind of interesting how cultural traditions here in the U.S. kind of overlap and intermix, and we get these weird kind of fusion meals and things like that. It's great. Yeah, Mom's TED Talk of the day. I know KT is so old school that KT remembers the Bedrock TED Talk days, back when I had like 2 people in the chat, and a topic would come up, and it was like a whole TED Talk, and I would just ramble on for like 45 minutes about whatever was on my mind. We used to have like every stream a TED Talk with Mom. Like, okay, seriously, like we're so close to being done with this. What the heck? But that's so funny, KT, that you bring that up. That takes me like straight back to the old days. I love it. Here in Sweden, we call it julbord. If you have an IKEA near you, you can try the real deal. My favorite food on Christmas is hard-boiled eggs with fish shrimp and smoked salmon with cold dill potatoes. Oh, that sounds interesting. I have never tried those flavor profiles together because they're obviously just not traditional American meal, but that is really interesting. I've never heard of fish rum. What exactly is that? And like what do you, I don't know, like that. I have questions. That's very, very odd sounding to me. Okay, this section right here is going to be kind of pain in the butt. I don't know how I'm going to make this work. Unless we do maybe like a small platform right here. I was going to remove it, but maybe we need to do just like a small one on this and have it just come across. Let's see. I don't have enough dirt to even do that. Okay, we're going to work on that. If you know Russian caviar, fish rum is that, but from fresh caught fish. Interesting. See, this is why I love stream. I learn something new every time we're here. Thank you for sharing that knowledge, because I had no idea. All right, animals. I hate to break this to you, but I'm going to be removing your mountain, or at least a good chunk of it. Because we need it for our terraforming, and I'm not going to keep flying back and forth to the house to go get the stuff I already have at home. I've already done that enough times. I'm going to kill my wings if I have to keep doing that. I do have to be careful because I know that there's caves around here somewhere. Can I help you? I'm busy working. Leave me alone. And that actually, now that I think about it, that's actually a great question for anyone who's so inclined to share. What are your traditional family meals for the holidays? Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, whatever, if you guys have that. Are you planning to host your own Minecraft server? That has been the topic of discussion for the longest time, and every time I say I'm going to do it, I just never manage to get it knocked out. I probably should, honestly. We have enough people here in the community that are regular players that we could totally do so, and I just never have gotten around to doing it. Excuse me, come back, please. Come back. Hello, thank you. I want to buy some Nautilus shells from you. That wasn't very many. What else can I buy from you? Drip leaf, sure. That's kind of all I need, thanks. Okay. But yeah, I maybe one of these days, maybe in the new year, maybe I'll get around to it. I don't know. I'm just, like, perpetually lazy, I think is what it boils down to. And I have every intention of doing something, and I just never do. It's terrible. Oh, and I forgot. Silly me. The lead salesman is here. I have to take care of this. Pardon me for a moment. All right. Thank you for the leads. I appreciate that. And some leather as well. That worked out really nicely. Have a great day. Nothing to see here. Move it along, folks. Move it along. All right, let's drop all this stuff off that we don't need, because we have a whole bunch of it here. We're going to have like a plethora of just random stuff to have to haul back to the house when we get done, because there's so many things here that I keep collecting along the way that I have zero need for. And I don't know why I don't just let them despawn. But... sounded like he was choking. I don't know, it was the strangest thing. Like, he was here and his llamas were here, and then all of a sudden they just weren't. It was strange. All right, let's top off the rockets here while we're at it. Since it's sleepy time, but not quite there yet. All right. Sleep, please. Alrighty. We used to have menudo for New Year's Day breakfast. It was hangover cure for my family. That's right, I forgot about that. Whenever you go to your grandmother's house, they always used to have some over there. I want to say one time I went over there for New Year's to my husband's grandmother's house, and they definitely had like a big giant like roaster oven full of menudo on the kitchen table. And people were very worse for wear. All right, so we have slept, we have taken a drink, and we're right about the 1 hour mark, which is where we usually take a quick break to let everybody stretch their legs, grab a snack, refill their water cups, whatever they got to do. So why don't we go ahead and do that there? We'll go back, we'll finish ripping down some more of the mountain so we can finish working on the terraces in the on the other side. And yeah, we'll do that. I have a place near me that offers menudo. I need to try it. You really should. If it's so, I would go onto their Yelp and check the reviews. If you see a lot of people say it's authentic and tastes really good, you're probably good to try it. But the Yelp reviews would be a good place to start. Menudo is one of those things you have to make it correctly. Otherwise, it's terrible from what I understand. If it's made right, it's delicious. If it's not, it's really not. So do your research. And you need more coffee. Yes, now is the time, people. If you need your caffeine, like, reboost, please do. Please take the time to do that and grab a little snack if you need one. My tea is about halfway gone, so I should make it to the end of stream. I'm slowly enjoying it today. But yeah, so let's take a few minutes, and when we come back, we'll keep working on the project. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for your patience. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, we are doing some home renovation projects this weekend and working on our stairs currently. So Tovinator needed to use a saw and the air compressor real quick. So luckily he knocked it out super quick, which was awesome. Thank you, dear. You bought 4 pies called NZ pies. They are great. I think they're upcomers in the US. Good fast food and a bit healthier. What type of food are they? Like, is it like a sweet pie or is it a savory pie? Like, I need more information here. Because anytime we're talking about food, like KT said, we do love our food and we need all the information so we can live vicariously. I almost forgot to exit out again because it's what I do. But luckily I managed to remember before something spawned. So thank goodness. All right, so let's come on over here. Let's finish clearing this edge here. Okay, we're getting to actual mountains, so I got to be careful that I don't fall into a hole. In all likelihood, it will probably happen because that's just my luck. Savory, Google them, and you will see how they look. Okay, I will definitely check that out right after stream because I am intrigued. Pig, I am working here. Do you mind? The audacity. Oh, there you go. KT's got the link. Thank you, KT. We definitely have to check that out. Only in Sweden and the UK. Figures. We miss out on all the good stuff over here, man. Typical. That's living in the US, though. We gotta make everything difficult. All right, so you guys can see right here, there is Spiaja Harbor, our little spawn village. And over here, where did it go? So right here, I found this really great, it's actually a cave. At least I think it's a cave. But you'll see it right over here. Right there. So yeah, this big giant cave, but it has this awesome like natural bridge look right over the top of it. And I thought, what a cool spot to build like an actual bridge. So we're going to turn this right here into an actual bridge. We'll probably clear it away and have like a big like stone cobble thing going on here, like a big like suspension bridge over this cave entrance. And then it looks like, now that I'm flying over it this direction, it looks like, yeah, so there's actually water right here. And so I think it'd be kind of cool if we somehow figured out a way to like do something with that. So like this right here could be like water going all the way over, like up into that cave, like with the bridge going over it or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out, but I think it'll be really cool. So yeah, that's what we're going to work on as we continue on. Right now, again, we're working on bringing this mountain down just a little bit so the city itself is a little bit higher. And then right here, we'll have the bridge come across. Oh, it's a zombie. I was like, I just saw flames and I don't know why. It's because a zombie decided to come up and be like, what's up? What you doing out there, my dude? And just a squirrel moment. I have to show you guys something. I flew this way to go get some supplies the other day. And look at the future geode spot here. Okay. Look at all of the golems that are hanging out down there. There's like 7 or 8 of them down in here. And there's like a bunch of them in here. And then if you look further, my dude's over there vibing. If you look over there, there's like another like dozen of them over on that side of the village. We have more golems than we have villagers here. It's ridiculous. Actually, only in Sweden. The UK flag on the website tricked me. It's just for English language. Oh, so we're totally out of luck then. Because usually if something is in the UK, there's a good chance it'll finally come to the US. But if it's only in Sweden, it's probably going to be a minute before we get it. Sad. All right, so I'm smack into this tree. It's fine. General, welcome in. Good morning to you. I hope you're doing well, my friend. You survived your first few days. Fantastic. I'm glad to hear it. I was going to ask how things are going for you in your new living conditions there. I hope not too red, based on your post in the Discord the other day. Hopefully your interactions with the locals have been more pleasant. A lot about this place sucks. That's fair. Counting down my days. You're practically in the home stretch already. It's, you know, you've got the first few days out of the way. What's another, 365 times 2? It's like practically tomorrow. You're fine. But we're all here for you, General. No matter what, when it gets rough over there, you can always hit us up. Come hang out here in the chat or on the Discord, and we'll be there to boost you up however we can. All right, got to get some more dirt here, and I'm sure way more flowers than I have room for in my inventory. That's fine. April's when things may get better. Oh, what's happening in April? If you can share. Excuse me, I'm trying to work here. My dude. Would you please get out of the way? So rude. Right, here we go. I'll be done with classes and training. Oh, that's good. That's definitely a good thing. Well, fingers crossed that everything goes smoothly until then. I'm going to put some of these back here. I know it seems counterproductive, but I want to actually get everything picked up here, if I can. Nope. I'm out of room. Okay, this one lone gravel I will put here. And this one flower I will put here. And that will allow me to at least pick up the dirt, because that's what I'm here for, is the dirt. The rest of it is inconsequential. So let's grab this back again. I realized I put some of these back down, which is kind of a waste, but that's okay. All right, do I have enough room to pick all this up? No, I do not. I've gotten overexcited again. And I have to put some back. Fine, be that way. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to stop there because I'm just going to be chasing my tail trying to get the right number here. Alrighty, so we were on this platform and we were going to make just a little tiny, almost like a little stage here. Yo, look at all the mobs right there in front of me. If you look at the mini-map, look like directly in front of my purple cursor. There's like a ton underneath this section of the mountain here. There's got to be a big old huge cave in there that I have just completely overlooked. And yeah, that's going to be fun. Let's see. I don't know what I'm going to do right here. Some sort of little like stage or maybe like a little market or something. I don't know. But we're just going to kind of bring it right around on this side and do something with it. I don't know what yet. Maybe one more? Let's see. Yeah, I think that'll work. I recognize I had dirt already in my hand. It's fine. Your feet hurt. Oh no, that's not good. Have you been doing physical activity beyond your usual amount, or is it like for some other reason? Because if it's for like a medical reason, I suggest you get that checked out. Water quality here is terrible. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. All right, there we go. That looks much cleaner. Okay, so we have like a little stage area here maybe. I don't know what we're going to put up here, but we'll put something. Where is the fanciest place you've ever been? I have no idea. I haven't been to many fancy places. I've been to New York. That was fun. Where else have I been? It's fancy. Like I said, not really many places. I don't get out much. I don't like traveling. That's not true. I like traveling. I don't like having to be in new places and with people I don't know and eating food I'm not familiar with. It's very wise to bring my Brita filter. Yeah, definitely. If the water's gross, for sure. And you've been to Italy. Oh, see, I want to go to Tuscany for sure. That's definitely on my bucket list, is to go to Tuscany. They're very celiac friendly and very celiac aware there, so that's definitely a good thing for me. There's a ton of things to do outdoors-wise over there. They have several rivers that are great for kayaking, places to go hiking. Look at the bright side of things. See, there you go. Like Tovinator said, there's plenty to do. You just got to find something that'll make you happy. I'm sure that you'll have plenty of opportunity to get out and do stuff on your free time. Thank you. There you go. Let's see. I recognize that this is actually not the outer edge of the plateau area, but that's okay. We're going to just do this. It's all got to get filmed eventually anyway, so might as well. Oh, so there you go. Oh, now I'm considered underground here, so I can see. Oh, yeah, there you go. There's a cave underneath there. That's where they're all hiding, is in that little bit of a cave. All right, well, that's fine. We'll deal with you later. Right now, we're going to come over here. We're going to sleep again. I should really just bring my bed down here, honestly, because that would make way more sense. I'm from Colorado. Hiking places are difficult to impress me. That's fair. If you're from the Rockies, it's probably much hillier there. They don't need to impress, just take you away and relax. And that's also true. Just get yourself outdoors and enjoy nature. Sometimes that makes all the difference in the world. All right, guys, grab your cups, take a drink if you haven't already. I'm going to take a minute to drop off some of this extra junk in my inventory that I don't need, because we'll have to go back and pick up more. Because that's what we're doing today. We're just moving stuff around, really. Alrighty. Wandering Trader, what up? And let me pick up these seeds, because why not? No blocks left behind whenever possible. Alright, more dirt. All the dirty. Gotta make sure I keep an eye on my shovel. I don't want that to disintegrate on me. I do have more, but I'd rather not waste my netherite one. It was my first upgraded one, and I'd like to keep it if possible. Just finished with basketball, and I got scratched, but it was light and doesn't hurt. Well, that's good. Sports injuries are never good. My arms always look like I just wrestled a bear. Yo, your people need to, like, trim their fingernails. That's not cool, man. That's something in Aikido we always have to be mindful of, is good grooming to make sure you don't injure someone you're training with. Because you'd be throwing hands. Alright, I could go a little bit more. Let's just kind of shave this end off and see what we can do with it. Oh, you know I'm putting that back. That's not going to happen. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, where are we at? Okay, so I have room for one more stack, it looks like. More flowers. Okay, let's see. Sorry if I ask deep questions. I find them the most interesting. Here's another one. What do you think it means to be healthy? Well, first of all, please don't apologize if you have a topic you'd like to discuss. So long as it's family friendly, I have no issue with that. A lot of the people here in our community are mature adults. Okay, well, they're adults. I don't know how mature, but they are adults. And so more serious conversations are generally welcomed and encouraged. So don't be at all concerned about that. But as for your question, what do I consider to be healthy? Or what does it mean to be healthy to me? You know, my thought is that health is, the secret is very few adults are mature, right? I don't think that's so much of a secret. I think that's pretty well known. So to be healthy, it's a multifaceted answer, because health isn't purely just someone who exercises or eats healthy. Health is an amalgamation of many different actions and behaviors. You're making sure to be mindful of your mental health. It's making sure to be mindful of your physical health, you know, making sure you're active and exercising and taking care of yourself. It's eating in a healthful way, focusing on minimally processed foods and plenty of fruits and vegetables, things like that. Making sure you get a balanced assortment of foods, not just eating the same thing all the time. Something that I know that for some people is a bit of a challenge, because we're picky, or we get stuck in certain habits, or, feel like maybe we can't do any better because of our lack of knowledge or finances or whatever. But there are always ways to eat more healthfully, even on a budget, or even for those who are picky. We're just giant children with experiences, taxes, vehicles, and jobs. That is all very true, General. That is all very true. But, as I was saying, along with the physical health is, good mental health, and being mindful to talk about your problems in a healthy and productive manner. If you find yourself struggling with something, finding an outlet to release the tension from that and work on it in a healthy and safe manner. spiritual health is important. You know, whatever you believe in, or if you believe in nothing at all, taking pride in that and committing to it, I think, is important, because faith is important regardless of what you believe in. Whether you are religious or not, if you're an atheist or a Catholic or a Muslim or a Jew or whatever, it doesn't matter, as long as what you believe is something that you support and you hold the convictions true to yourself. Don't be wishy-washy, I guess is what I'm trying to say. What I hear is you define healthy the most via food. No, I don't think that it's purely food. I think that it's an important part of it, because, you know, if your body is a machine and all that good stuff, and if you're putting bad fuel into it, it's not going to run well. If you think of an actual motor vehicle, if you don't change the oil, your car's not going to run right. And in the same vein, if you don't put good food into your body, nutritious food and healthy food, your body's not going to run right. That's just scientifically proven. That's not fad information. That's not, snake oil and that type of thing. That's just clinically proven. So I'm a big proponent of healthful eating and having a balanced diet, because there's definitely lots of good, healthy food out there. I think that, what you put into your body is one of the more important things in terms of overall health, but it's not the only thing and it's not the most important thing. Okay. Okay, no, we can't do that. I can't have one block sitting there. It's not allowed. Let's see. Oh, look! The building inspectors are back again. Excellent. Do I have any boats? I don't know if I have any boats. I don't think I do. And the problem is if I fly up to go get the boats, they're going to despawn. So here we go. We're going to make some boats because 5, that should give me 4. There's 4 boats. I don't think that's enough for all of them, but it'll be enough for right now. That donkey just chilling over there in the background. He's like, what's up? What you doing? All right. So pillagers, if you guys could come down here, I could get you and we could put you in the boats. Be great. Hi, Piggy. How's it going? Hi, pillagers. Come on over here. Okay, let's just go ahead and drop the boats like so. They should start walking this way, if I can get them to do so. Do-do-do-do. Okay, actually, we're going to have Rocket in hand in case I need to fly away. What up, boys? Come on. Come on. Don't hit each other. That's not nice. Alright, so we're just going to do a little fly around. I'm just going to do this. Zoomy, zoomy, zoomy. Oh, this is fun. They're just flying around, just chilling. Oh, good. They're all in boats now. Okay. Problem solved. Okay, now we can get back to work. We're good. Alright, let's come on back down into the little hole here. Let's get some more dirt in our hand, and we will continue with the process. Let me pause real quick. True that I have had a strange US thingy happen in my house 3 weeks ago. Via my girlfriend, she got recommended Salad Master. Really sketchy. Have you heard about them? I have not. What is Salad Master? Is it like one of those like food delivery services where they give you all the components and you prep it yourself? Because that's really, really popular here in the US. I do not partake in that, but it is popular. I'm a big home cook, so I do everything from scratch myself. I just really enjoy the process of it, so I don't do the whole pre-done things. But kudos to those who do, especially if it helps them to eat better. And, okay, all this grass is being a giant pain in the butt. It's making it hard for me to place things, so you gots to go. Alright, let's do this. There's 2. Food equipment for like $3,500. Oh my goodness. Does it come with a personal chef? Because otherwise, holy moly. They're only made in the USA. Yeah, no, I mean, the price seems very American. But, no, I have never heard of it. And it sounds like a scam. For anything that expensive that doesn't include like someone to actually cook the food for you is probably not worth the money. And I will stick to that to my dying breath. All right, give me these, and let's just go ahead and clear this back, because I want to make sure nothing can, like, climb up. Okay, you guys can go away, and we're just going to do all this. Thank you. Tall grasses are the devil, and they must go away. It is the law. No tall grass is allowed. If you're new here, it's because I hate creepers, and creepers like to hide in tall grass. So, there you go. Alrighty, so let me see. This stuff needs to go, so I can put down more dirt blocks later. Let's just grab those out of the way. This. Okay, now we should be good to continue on. I'm actually going to place from the outside now, because I think that'll be a little bit easier with the dirt that we've already got here. Oop. Thank you. Okay, there we go. What's something that makes you envious? People who can eat anything they want, whenever they want, with no issues. People who can work out and achieve their fitness goals with very little effort, i.e. people who are in their 20s. I'm envious of people who can just go to sleep and sleep for 12 hours without any sort of, like, pharmaceutical assistance, because I cannot. Let's see. What else am I envious of? Not much. I'm pretty content with the things I have in my life and the way I have them set up in my life. Most of my envy is from the things that I struggle with physically, because it would just be nice for the sake of convenience to be able to be a normie. Alright, we sleeps. We take a drink. My tea is almost gone. I'm very sad. I'm gonna have to go back to drinking regular water again. It's terrible. Okay, let's go and drop some of this extra junk off while we're here. We've got a couple just plain dirt we can use. What's up, guys? How's it going? We're gonna leave you there for right now, and we'll come back later and play with you some more. Is there some way to, like, have them... Like, can you set up, like, targets for them to shoot at besides, like, myself? Because I did the thing with the captain at the house. That's how we got Cinnamon Roll at the house. We set it up where Cinnamon Roll fired at me and eventually lost his stuff. But I would love to be able to not have to worry about damaging a shield. I mean, we can make more. We can get a bunch of them. But, yeah. Interesting to hear. Next one. When were you surprised the last time? Oh, when was I surprised the last time? I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I don't know if that's good or bad, but yeah, I can't think of anything. I may have to circle back to that one, because nothing's jumping out at me as having surprised me. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and fill in down here. All great questions, by the way. I appreciate that. Also, what name do you like to go by here in the chat? Is it like, do you like Gibby? Do you like Feast? Do you like to be called something else? We like to make sure everybody's addressed in a manner in which they're comfortable. So please feel free to share that, so we can make sure that we have a name that you like and would like us to use. Let's see here. And thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in officially to the community. We're very glad to have you. I'm glad you decided to stay with us for a while, and definitely feel free to check out the community Discord, !Discord in the chat. It's a great place to hang out outside stream, ask thought-provoking questions, and just stay abreast of what's going on with stream. Let me see here. Hey, I finally found that thing that was floating on the map that I could see out of the corner of my eye that was driving me nuts. You can call me Gibby. My last name is Gibson. That's why. Gotcha. Makes perfect sense. Well, Gibby, glad to have you. And thank you for joining us today. Always appreciate when new folks come into the chat and decide to join our community. That's always a lot of fun. And there we go. This was where the platform was originally going to be, and then I was like, you know what? This needs to be a lot wider. So that's why we have two different sections here. Donkey, I hate to tell you this, but you're going to have to go away because I really need this space, okay? Thanks. Nope, that's not allowed. Yes, and for those of you who are new and you're like, why did you break a block that you're just going to replace anyway? I have this thing about I don't like random blocks sticking up in the way when I'm trying to place layers of dirt, because it inevitably means I end up with like these little like piles of dirt all over and it bugs me. So Anytime I have the opportunity to, like, break taller sections of blocks so I can just keep placing straight across, I do. I'm just weird like that. Just bear with it. Eventually it all gets done and everybody's happy. It's just my little neuroses and the weird things that I do. Okay, there we go. That's fine. And we'll come back and do the other side later. I'm just going to work on this side for right now. And that's good. All right. So Gibby, if you don't mind sharing, how did you come across our little community here? Did you meet us during a raid, or did we just pop up on the recommended, or what? I'm always curious about how new folks find our little community here, because we are pretty small and unassuming. It's always fun when we just get random people come in. All right, we need to go up and go grab some more dirt. So pillagers, if you could please not start shooting at me while I'm working, I would appreciate that. I love that the wandering trader is just like chilling over there. Like, how's it going, guys? Can I bring you some lemonade? Maybe some snickerdoodles. That'll be great. Nope. You're going to have to go away till I'm ready. Thanks. And that dog is making me nervous because I know I'm going to boop it and not realize it, and it's going to come after me. And then I'll have to kill it, which will make me sad. I scrolled the Explore tab on Twitch. I randomly chose you and was hooked. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it enough to hang out. That's always lovely. Okay, let's see. Dog, seriously. I'm gonna go get some bones and I'm gonna get you out of here. You're making me crazy. We'll go put you over by the villagers. You can live with them. You can be their little pet. I may actually go do that. I know I have bones over at the chest. I might go get some just so we can get this guy, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Tamed and out from underneath my feet. Because he's making me very, very nervous here. I am not going to lie. I do play Minecraft also. Host my own server for some folks. Oh, very cool. Is it like a themed server or a modded server? Or is it just like a general vanilla Let's Play type server? Okay, you go away, and bones. Where do I have bones? There we go. I'm like, I know I have bones in here somewhere. I remember seeing them. All right, doggo, where are you? We are going to tame you, and we're going to go drop you off over with the villagers. All right, come here. There you go. Good boy. You stand up. I fly, and then you will land over here by the villagers, and I will put you inside their house. Swoosh. Dog, arrive. There you go. Actually, you can sit right here. You will at the very least keep the skeletons away. Ta-da! It's a vanilla bucket server. Okay, cool. Well, good. That's awesome. It's always nice to be able to hang out with folks on a server. That's one thing I do miss. When I was modding for another content creator, they had a community server, and I had the best time playing there. I now play with our mod here, Star. She has her own community server for her mods because she's also a content creator. And being able to play in a community setting is just the best time as far as I'm concerned, because there's nothing like being able to like bounce your ideas off other people and you know, just have a nice forum of thought on things. And then you jump in the Discord chat and you're talking and everything. It's just great community time, and I just love it. I very much need to get back into it again. It's just life has been extremely challenging of late as far as time. And I think probably until Christmas break, it's going to be like that. We're almost done with training for the year at the dojo, so I'll be able to kind of hang up my gi for a few weeks and have some significant free time, which will be nice. We have 2 students getting ready for their black belt test here in just a couple of weeks, so we've been kind of gearing up for that, and they've been doing a lot of extra training, and we'll still have some more trainings in the meantime. And once that's all done, in December, we have like 1 more week of training after that, and then it's vacation time, and I'm so glad because I'm so ready for a break. So we may have overbought cream cheese, have an extra 12 boxes. So what you're telling me is you're making cheesecake. KT, there's no such thing as too much cream cheese. 1, because it lasts a really long time. And 2, because cheesecake. I'm actually doing that today. I'm actually making mini desserts this year. You were at Costco? Yeah, exactly. Someone went to Costco. That was me. I bought a box of cream cheese at Costco the other day because I am making cheesecake. But that's what I'm doing this year for our desserts, is I'm making mini pies and mini cheesecakes. Because we tend to, in my house, we all want dessert like Thanksgiving Day, and then after that, we're all kind of sick of it. And so a lot of it goes to waste. So what I'm doing this year is I'm making a normal batch of stuff, so like normal amount, but I'm splitting it into these little mini disposable foil pie pans that I bought from Costco, or from Amazon. And I'm gonna bake them up, and then I'm gonna freeze them, which will allow me then to, on Thanksgiving Day, just pull out, you know, a couple of each dessert based on what people decide they want to have, and they can defrost all day. And then what I'll do is while we eat dinner, I'll toss them in the oven and let them get nice and warm and crisp back up the crusts and everything. It'll be delicious. And great way to have those desserts readily available anytime we want them. You just take them out and defrost them on the counter and toss them in the oven and crisp them back up. They're very tasty. But yeah, KT, I did. I definitely bought a bunch of cream cheese the other day for that exact reason, because I do have cheesecake to make today. Oh, look, we have egg. Egg. I can't pick up egg. Oh, no. I will swap this, and I will put down this flour just so I can pick up egg, because it's very important. Okay, we're getting late in the day here. Let's go ahead and drop off the extraneous junk that we have in the inventory. So at daybreak, we're ready to go down and start working on the dirt. So let's see, egg can go away. We've got some birch. Do I not have wood in here? I thought I did. What is this? Why do I have this pink shulker here with stuff? Oh, I brought brick over because I was trading, I think, and I was like, oh, I could totally use that brick for this project because we're going to use a bunch of brick on this project. That's why. Past me was looking out for future me, once again. She does me solid all the time. All right, we're going to take the bed with us because I can go do some more terraforming over here. Continuing with that. Oh, apparently I dropped all sorts of things over here. It is a good thing I came back. Otherwise, this might have despawned, and I would have been very, very sad. F in the chat, for sure. Alrighty, let's continue over here. I'm getting to the point now where I need to work far, far away from these pillagers, so I'm going to kind of come this way and head towards them. And now I'm dropping things again. Oh, because a stick. We can make a torch. There we go. That will clear up that spot, and I can pick up the dirt, because the dirt is the most important thing. What would be the funniest superpower? Let's see here. I would say probably the ability to fly using fart propulsion. I am a 12-year-old boy trapped in an adult woman's body, by the way. All right, let's drop this off. And, oh, it goes in here. Oh, we had another flower right there. Perfect. Okay, so we will go ahead and sleep because it's time. Grab your cups. Family friendly. Hey, I said something very childish, and I think it's still quite family friendly. Thank you. All right. There we go. I don't need the bed now, so we can go back. That gives us an extra spot. I think pretty much after this tier, we'll have to make a trip over and go recharge the shovel, which we can totally do by trading with some villagers. That'll be easy enough to take care of. All right, let's do all this. There we go. Much zooms. I love that this trader is just standing here. He's just totally vibing, like, enjoying the show, what we're doing here. It's all good. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here, folks. All right, what am I not picking up here so I can get rid of things? I think these birch trees I'm going to go ahead and plant here just so that way I don't have to worry about it. Oh, look, another doggo. And, of course, I went and put the bones away. Of course. Let's see. That grass can go there. We have one seed. Oh, we've got one oak tree. I will go ahead and put that down over here as well. Which celebrity would you choose as a mentor? That's a good question. You know, off the top of my head, I don't know. There are plenty of celebrities who are actually decent human beings and who, you know, do great, like, philanthropic work, and they use their celebrity and their resources, like financial resources, to do amazing things in the world. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone specifically that I would be like, oh my god, they need to teach me how to do things. But that would be a good question to ask on the Discord, because I would absolutely love to revisit it. Nope. Not allowed. Thank you. Okay. So where are those pillagers at? They are over there. Okay, they are plenty far away. This should not be an issue at all. I might go through and use some of the raw stone that we've got and start working on the walls. Because I think what we're going to do, we're just going to do a very basic design on these walls over here. Unlike what we did over in our survival world where we mix like andesite and moss and all that, I think we're just going to go with a very basic like stone, brick, stone, brick, and cobble wall for all of our retention spots, because we've got all this retention wall. What is this? This was an Enderman for sure. That retention wall there. We're going to just make it like a basic stone wall. Excuse me. Because I want to really put the focus on the decor design, and looking at pictures of like Tuscany and stuff and like old Tuscan villages, they do have a lot of like kind of dilapidated stone walls as their like main retention up in the mountains and things. And so I think, you know what, I think that's going to look nice. It'll be easy enough to do because we've already got some cobble on there. We just fill it in with stone and brick. And then from there, then we can add other touches with like terracotta, sandstone, and brick and things like that. Kind of sticking to that kind of creamy yellow brick type of thing. And thank you, KT, for the hydrate. I appreciate that. I haven't actually had a regular drink yet. And Ryan Reynolds seems like a pretty nice and successful guy. You know, I would have to agree. Of course, we only see what we're told to see, if you will. We only see what's put out there by the media and on social media and things like that. But he seems like a decent individual. He seems fairly unassuming. I don't feel like he does a lot for publicity. Like, he seems to do his nice guy stuff as kind of a quiet, like, shh, don't tell anyone kind of thing. But again, who knows? Maybe that's the PR spin. Hard to say. Up until the whole Danny Masterson debacle, I would have said Ashton Kutcher for the same reason, because he does work with an organization that does a ton of work with human trafficking and that type of thing. But of late, not as much anymore, because now I feel like he kind of showed his true colors a little bit. It's a little bit off-putting, which is unfortunate. But, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, there's not a ton of people who, right off the top of my head, are screaming out of, yes, I really appreciate and respect the work that they do. But that doesn't mean there aren't tons of them. Because I know there's tons of celebrities who use their celebrity superpowers, if you will, for good. And to do good in the world. He looks good. Ryan Reynolds, yeah. Definitely a good-looking human, for sure. Okay. And honestly, he's just kind of funny. Like I enjoy his personality and his humor. He just seems like a funny, upstanding kind of person. He and his wife seem to have a really nice dynamic that I really like. I choose. Oh, KT, you're so funny. Now, if only I could use my powers for good instead of evil. All right, so now we got to finish filling in this tier here. There's our guys right there. I think we'll go ahead and go grab some more dirt so we can try and just do this as a one last hurrah here. They're going to make it difficult, but we'll do our best. I was thinking to myself the other day, slightly off topic, but yet in my head there was a segue. Welcome to ADHD. I was thinking to myself, you know, like what are my resolutions for 2024? I don't do resolutions in terms of like, oh, I'm going to eat better and I'm going to exercise. Like, I don't do stuff like that. It's really more about just general self-improvement and about like setting a task goal for myself of, I'd like to do this thing this year. Maybe something that I used to do and have gotten out of. Like, one year I set a goal for myself of I'd like to read every day. Just, you know, spend the time to sit down and read. It could be a chapter. It could be a whole book, whatever. But just sit down and read. Because I used to love doing it and I have just kind of gotten away from it. So I might go back and do that for myself. But I was just kind of thinking in general, like, what are some things that I can do? That guy literally just despawned right in front of me. Holy crap. What are some things that I can do to better myself? I think I would like to get back into doing yoga again. I used to do it regularly and I haven't in a long time. And I think that would be a great kind of self-care type of thing to do, which is in line with our Self-Care Sunday for sure. I would like to get back into reading. I might look into doing some sort of like charity type work, like volunteering at local charities. you know, 1 or 2 days a week just to get myself out of the house and engage as a human now that I'm not working outside the home again. You guys gonna shoot at me? No, you're being cool. Apparently, there's just enough of a block from those, enough from the blocks. Wow, enough of a visual block from the dirt here that they don't see me, I'm guessing. And they're looking the other way, so I think we're okay. All right, down we go. And you have ADD? Well, you are in good company then, because we have a whole bunch of fabulous neurodivergent folks here in the community. And we embrace the weird, for sure. Exactly. Yeah, you're in good company, as KT said. Okay, so we're just going to fill in a single layer, and then we're going to do the 3-block drop from above because it's a little bit easier. And I have less issues with the single block popping up in the wrong spot where I don't want it. And I know we're a little ways away, seeing as we haven't even had Thanksgiving yet. But yeah, a suggestion for the community, if you haven't already, kind of start thinking about that. What are you going to do for yourself in 2024? It can be something small, could be something big. It can be a physical thing like, oh, I'm going to stop drinking so much coffee. Which, to be fair, if that's your decision, I don't know that we can be friends anymore, sorry. I kid. But yeah, just something to think about. Keep it in the back of your mind. Almost got this section filled in, and then we'll start from the top and work our way through. I'm going to have to go get more dirt, though. I already know I'm not going to have enough for this. And I really don't want to deal with pillagers, because they're kind of a pain in the butt. I'm just saying. Oh, I wonder, do I have any glass? If I have some glass, I can make like a little glass wall. Maybe. What do you want to be in your next birth, and why do you want to be that? Interesting question. If we could pick our next regeneration, what would I want to be? Probably a cat. But a really spoiled cat. One that has like those climbing platforms all around the house and like towers in every room, and yet they still sleep on my human's clean laundry. You know? Things like that. Actually a good question for anybody in chat who would like to answer. If you can pick your next life, what you come back as, what would you come back as? And this doesn't need to be a philosophical debate of whether or not you believe in reincarnation. Just have fun with it, people. Okay. Same thing for those of you that are lurking, or if you're in the VOD and watching, feel free to drop a comment. Either here in chat or at the bottom of the VOD. Let us know. What would you want to be if you could pick what being you were in your next life? That is a fun question. A penguin. Ooh, I like that. Also be a cat or maybe a bird. Both would be fun. All right, grab those cups, guys. Have a nice hydration break. Where are we? Let's drop off this junk. Away with you. Thank you. I don't even know why I have the torches. I'm literally not using them for anything. Okay, I have not a lot to work with here in terms of putting up something by the pillagers. Unless, well, what if we just did like a little gravel wall? We could do that. We could do a little gravel wall kind of in between, like right along the edge of the dirt there. Just kind of come like right here. Just like this. Actually, that one was probably a little bit overkill, but that's okay. You guys are fine, chill. So we do this. And then as soon as I dig the dirt out from underneath it, they will fall. And then I will still have the wall on between me and the pillagers, so that way they can't shoot me. Nice. That'll work. Good relationships, cool swimmers, pretty darn fun creatures. I dig it. All totally logical, and I wholeheartedly agree. Ow, rude. He hit me through the crack as I was placing the gravel. The audacity of my mans. I'd like to file a complaint with the authorities. I'm gonna need your building inspector's license number, please. That was just rude. Just like so. Ta-da! Plus, you can't go wrong with baby penguins. They're absolutely adorable. I think I have some dirt over there that I'm going to have to do. Oh, yeah. Dude, there's some Endermen having a party over here. They're like busting out. I don't know if you guys could see that a second ago. They were like zipping all over the map thing there. Nope. Don't you shoot at me. Don't you even. I didn't even have my shield out. You guys need to chill. Okay, a bunch of my stuff's there, so I'm gonna have to like do a little run by. Okay. Oh, one hit me. It's fine. We're good. Everything's fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Oh, we've got the thingy on here. How did I get beacon in this area, but not over there? That made no sense. Oh, I wonder if it was like a timing thing. I was like, how in the heck did I get beacon in one spot, but not the rest? Beatty, welcome in, my friend. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Glad to have you here in the chat today. We're just out creating mischief and mayhem as usual. It's what we do. Alright, let's just get rid of all this, because I'll need it out of the way when I come back. And zoom. Plus, we can use this on our wall. This is why I'm holding on to all this stone, because we're going to use it on our retaining walls. Ugh, I ran out again. Dang it. I think I want it to be something small, just a tiny little guy, like maybe like a hermit crab. You get to live in a cool little tank, have a cool little home to carry around with you. I'm just saying. It seems like it'd work really nicely. Give me back my beacon, please. Hello, beacon. Thank you. I just need the beacon for just a minute so I can finish this corner. I don't think I'm asking a lot. There we go. See, look how nice that was. Ta-da! Okay, so we'll do this layer, and then I think what we'll start doing is, like, right here, we're going to kind of terraform. And yes, it will be terraced, but not like how I'm doing here. It won't be like big steps. We're just going to kind of make the hillside kind of drift down this way as we continue to get rid of this one. I basically want to end up with the mountain that I'm standing on being level with this land straight here, because it's going to sweep right around, and this is going to be our road up into the village right through here. So this whole area here, this is all eventually going to get cleared. That's a lot, but it's eventually going to get cleared. Everyone be honest with this one. Do you secretly bring home stuff out of a hotel room? Okay, so here's an ethics question, apparently. So generally, no. I think the exception being like the little travel toiletries. If there's one that I really, really like, I will bring it home, more so that way I can get it again. But that tends to be very rare because I have to be careful about what I use nowadays, because a lot of beauty products have gluten in them, and that can affect me. So typically, no. I'm trying to think. Oh, that's not true. The last time I stayed in a hotel, which was just a couple of weeks ago, they did put out complimentary snacks in the room. And I did snag some of those to take home for the trip because they were gluten-free snacks. And so I was like, why, yes, please. I will put those in my backpack and have them for emergency snacks on the way home. And it was great. Something like that, though, I feel like is totally acceptable because clearly they're meant to be taken. That's why they're in the room. Like when they put out complimentary bottles of water or complimentary snacks, and they're like, oh, feel free to help yourself. I'm like, okay. You put out 2 bags of chips. I'm going to take both bags of chips. Totally reasonable as far as I'm concerned. Not usually, not much worth taking. I have asked about the sheets before at a high-end place. Oh, now see, that's a good thing to ask about, actually, KT. That's a very good idea. I know that a lot of hotels will sell, like, their robes or their towels and things, because people are like, oh, these are really nice and I really want them for at home. But I've never thought of the sheets as being something to inquire about, but that does make sense. Because if they're like a specific brand, you could totally pick them up for at home. So many blocks. Sort of, typically if it was acquired for free by someone else. Yeah, same thing. My thought is if it's a complimentary item, that means it's there to be taken. I'm not like yoinking the Bible out of the drawer or anything. Something that's clearly meant to stay in the room, stays in the room. But if it's intended to be taken by the guest, then knock yourself out. Dang it, we're out again. Okay, let's do these last 5 dirt. And then let's go fly over and drop all this stuff off before we do our next dirting, so that we have full inventory. It's a bit of a flight, but that's all right. Sheep, what's up? No, this one right here, yes. Well, the good thing is we're going to have lots to be able... How do I have light gray wool? Where the heck did that come from? I have no idea where that light gray wool came from. I have no recollection of having done anything to get light gray wool. Oh, you know, I bet one of those dogs killed one of the sheep that was hanging out over here. I bet that's where it came from. That would make sense. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking, I'm like, I bet that's where it was. It was probably right over here, and it was because of the dogs. All right, I need to, real quick, I need to cut down these trees because they are in my way. And I want to get rid of them so they're completely decomposed when the time comes for me to do something with them. And of course it's going to rain. Why wouldn't it? Oh no, the pillagers are going to get soggy. How unfortunate. I wonder if I should put a roof over them. If only I cared enough to do so. But they're rude and they keep shooting at me, so I don't feel too bad for them. Sucks to be them. Alright, did we get all the wood? Yes, we've got all the wood. Let's get... Oh, this is a stupid tree. I hate stupid trees. Okay, this one we're going to have to cut from, like, right here. And then we will hop up on this. And we're going to cut this down from above, because that will be so much easier than trying to do it from the ground. Can I please get up here? I need to get up so I can cut. There we go. That's what I need. Okay, I think that's it. There's a little piece right there we need to break, and then that. And this I can do from below. Is that everything up here? Yes, it is decomposing. Okay, cool. So we'll cut this down first, and then we'll finish this. Hello, piggy. And I think that's everything right there. Let me see. Give me my wood pieces, please. Is that everybody? Are we decomposing everywhere? Yes, up there is decomposing. This is decomposing. Nice. All right, stupid tree has been eradicated. And we have more wood to use in the village, which is spectacular. Oh, speaking of wood, I dropped a bunch. Uh-oh. Give me my things, please. I need the things. Those are mine. Thank you. Piggy, why didn't you tell me there was things here? I could have taken those with me. So hard to find good help. A little bit of a lighting glitch there. A dog should not be gray. That's very strange. Okay. So, also depends on if you're traveling with someone. Okay, so that actually begs the question. Do you find that you take something more regularly if you're with someone, or do you tend to refrain if you're with someone? Like, do you feel judged and so you don't take it? I'm curious if that makes a difference. Like, is it an ethical question for you? All right, let's pick all this up. And then we'll fly back to the little mini base and drop everything off of there. Okay, how much more room do we have? Oh, we have tons of room. Never mind. We'll keep digging. We have another 30 seconds or so. We'll keep digging until we have to stop. Alrighty, give me all this. I want to finish this section and then we'll go back. Beautiful. Rocket in hand, so we're ready to go. Is that everybody? Yes. Okay. Nice. Oh, 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 I cut a little short. We're fine. Oh, that was fun. Did you see that? I just, like, launched into bed. All right. Well hydrated. I have no idea how I got a hair on the edge of my cup, because it wasn't there just a second ago. Clearly floating through the air. Okay. Hold on. Didn't I have sticks over here? Yes, I did. That's a potato. I just want the sticks. Perfect. Okay. Mainly depends on what I think their ethics are. Like, if I think they're cool with it, sure. But if I think if they'll tell me to put it back, I probably won't. So that makes sense. It's the whole peer pressure dynamic. If you think that they're gonna make you feel like a jerk for taking it, then you don't take it. But if you're like, nah, they'll be cool with it, then you go ahead and do it. Makes sense. I'm of the camp of, like I said, if it's clearly meant to be for a guest, then I will take it. If it's not, then I will refrain. I don't really care what anyone thinks. I'm too old for that. You can shame me all you want. If it was free chips, I'm gonna take them. Okay, hold on. What do I have? Oh, it's all the sticks and things. Like, what do I have all these red dots for over here? It's all of the saplings and things. Oh, that was so mean of me, but I just couldn't help myself. The pig was just standing there with this dumb look on his face, and I just felt like I needed to smack him with my shovel. It was just a rogue drive-by spoon attack. Grown adult, folks. Grown adults. Like I said, too old to care what anybody thinks. Okay, so I'm seeing stuff floating, but I don't see stuff floating. There's one thing here. Is it because those are... Oh, that's why. It's because they're technically in the tree. So you can see where things are going to decompose and drop something. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Because it will show up as a red dot even before it actually decomposes. I don't know why, but it does. All right, give me all this. And there we go. Thank you. Okay, so there's another one right there. I'll wait for that to... Come on, drop. Give. Give. Rude. So let's see. So like I said, here is our land bridge that we're going to be working on, and it's going to come right up over this way. And all this is going to get kind of shaved back so that the road can come right up around this way. The sound is strange on Minecraft. Hurting the ears. Okay, what is causing you grief? Because I can make adjustments if things are too loud or what have you. By all means, please let me know. Let me see. Actually, I'm going to turn that on, and I'm gonna look at the thing. Oh yes, I see that. It is quite loud. Let's try that. Is that a little more comfortable now? That level? The leaves falling destroyed. Yeah. So, hey, random coal. I'll take that. So yes, if that is a little better, please let me know. Thank you. I like to make sure the audio is comfortable for everybody. So yeah, for anybody, if the audio is ever not to your suit, please feel free to let me know. I make adjustments all the time as people give feedback, like if the music's too quiet or too loud, or my mic is too quiet or too loud. I'm happy to make an adjustment accordingly. Unfortunately, OBS does what it wants a lot of the time, so there are times where I can set things perfectly, beautifully, exactly where I want it, and then something updates or whatever, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, now it's absolutely horrible. So, eternal adjustment. We've got a party of mobs up underneath the ground there. Holy cow. And thank you, BD, for the stretch. Fantastic idea. We are at the 2-hour mark. So pretty much what I think we're going to do is we're going to finish up this little hole in the ground that we're working on right now. And then we're going to start looking for someone to go raid into, because we got to go meet some people. We got to find some fun folks to hang out with. That's how we came across our good friend Gutty, how we found Puzzled Slime and some of the other great folks that we were their first raid back when they were brand new streamers, and now they've really taken off, and it's fun to say we knew you back when. And it's always great to, you know, extend our community a little with those friends of the community like that. How much more are we gonna need? I hope I have enough. I really don't want to have to go stop and dig more. My little shovel is needing some attention here. Really? I had one block? Really? All right, we're in the home stretch. Oh, it finally turned 25 this year. That is awesome. That is a big milestone year. I'm jealous for you getting to experience that. I am long past 25, so I always appreciate when people are there. Let's see here. Without getting too specific, because we don't want you to, you know, have to overshare, when is your birthday? Is it like this month or next month? Or in the next calendar year, like 2024? All right, so this platform is done. Let's go ahead and take a quick flyaway here. I'm going to turn the shaders on. Hopefully it doesn't make my computer. Yeah, I remember when, right? I remember when. All right, guys, so there we go. There is our little hardcore base as of right now. Or not hardcore base, excuse me, our hardcore build, I should say. You can see where we've got the cobble kind of surrounding things. This is what it's going to look like all the way around with like our little retaining walls. Very similar to what we're doing in the survival world, except just slightly different palette. And these are much bigger terraces. December 13th, I'm going to Thailand and the Philippines. Oh, how fun. That sounds very exciting. Good luck to you guys. I hope your trip goes well and is exciting, but yet nothing too exciting. Vacation for 46 days. Oh my goodness. That is a substantial amount of time to be traveling abroad. Wow. I can't even wrap my head around that. I'm very much a go for a week or so and be done kind of person. Like, that's just me. But enjoy. That sounds wonderful. Okay, so I think we might do one more terrace coming around this way. Like this one right here, we'll wrap it around that way. And then this, I think this will probably be the bottom one. We'll probably do a terrace right here that kind of overlaps, kind of coming to the middle. So it kind of comes out like right here and then wraps around this way. And then attaches kind of like right here. Kind of like how this one attached about halfway that way. We'll probably attach it like right here and bring it in. And that will probably be our lowest terrace here. And then from there, we'll start working on roads and paths and then figuring out where we're going to put things in our village. We're making some serious headway here, and I'm really excited. All right, let's switch over here. In Sweden, we have 25-day vacations. Due to me working overtime, I have a lot of time I can trade in my company for days off. You know, I have to say, I think that European countries as a whole have a much better outlook in terms of giving their workers an opportunity to get out of the workplace and partake in self-care, partake in family time. I know like in Sweden, they have like a year of maternity leave, like just automatic, and you can take more if you so choose. You know, whereas here in the US, new moms get 6 weeks off from their job or 8 weeks if they have a C-section, which is an atrocity. And it's something that we need to change, honestly. We are way behind in things like that. And paid leave in general is way behind in the US. And you would see such an uptick in productivity and in general overall health and well-being of our population if employers would really start to focus more on worker wellness and in providing paid time off for their workers for family events and appointments and things like that. Like, you know, the fact that you have to lose paid time because your child is sick and you have to stay home with them is not okay. It should be, you know, paid, or at the very least have the option to take your sick pay for that because it's for your child. We do have family leave, which is good. At least, you know, jobs are protected, but we're so far from where we should be. And it's so sad. Sorry, on my soapbox. All right, so let's see who's streaming right now. We have some folks that we've chatted with before, and definitely an option. Things are slowly changing for better. I mean, we're making strides, but they're small and they're slow, of course. It'll be really nice when we're equivalent to other first world countries. Right now, we're not there, and it's sad because we're supposed to be the greatest country in the world, and we definitely don't stand up to that. And it's a bummer. In your job. Yeah, in your job, it's probably getting better, but just for the mainstream folks, not so much. All right, so let me take a quick look at who's streaming, who's doing stuff here. Let me see. Who have we got? Let me see. Why is it showing me all sorts of random, not Minecraft stuff? I don't understand what's going on with this Twitch. What are you doing? Twitch is showing me like random people streaming. I'm like, sad to hear we get thought in the Nordic that US basically have to pay for everything, including insurance, healthcare, etc. A lot of countries pay higher tax to get free healthcare. You know, socialized medicine is 100% where we should be at. There's no reason that we're not there. The problem is we have a very loud minority who fights against programs like that. And it's the lower tier of our economic platform here that suffers the most. You know, you get the lower and lower middle class portion of the population struggles a lot when it comes to healthcare and things like that, because yeah, we do have to pay for everything. You know, we get employer provided healthcare, but it comes out of our paycheck. We still have to pay a portion of that. We still have to pay copays. We still have to pay deductibles and things like that. So yeah, the insurance takes a lot of the brunt off, but it doesn't take care of it 100%. You know, if you have to have emergency surgery, you could have hospital bills in the tens of thousands of dollars for something that you had no way of planning for. It's not like it's an elective thing where, oh, I need to, you know, get this little bone in my foot fixed so I walk better. No, it's like you get into a car accident and you're in the hospital for a month, and guess what? You have $1 million hospital bill. It's ridiculous. Yeah, capitalism, right? I know. Here we are, late stage capitalism, guys. Here is the result of trickle-down economics of the 80s. Surprise! It didn't work! But I think that's a TED Talk for the next stream. Let's see, what have we got here? I'm looking around. If you guys have anyone that you know that's streaming right now, maybe someone that we haven't visited before, or maybe someone we have and you'd like to go back, please feel free to drop their information in the chat. I'm just kind of looking around to see who's streaming that maybe has a smaller number of viewers, and we can, you know, see what they're up to. Let's see, hardcore Minecraft. Let's narrow it down a little bit here. We've got some bigger folks streaming and maybe some smaller ones. Let's see here. Oh, this one sounds interesting. Hardcore Minecraft, Totemless and Shieldless Challenge, Part 5. Let's see what they're doing here. They've been streaming for a while. Looks like they're in the Deep Dark.
Some of this too, just so that whenever you have
Oh, this could be terrifying, but I'm here for it. All right, so we're gonna go check out Jacob. So let's go raid. Hold on, let's make sure I spell this right. Jacob 86. There you go. Imagine you doing a totemless run. No. I don't think so. So if you guys can join us on the raid, and I hope that you can, because it's a great way to help support other streamers and help give them a little boost to their analytics, please feel free to copy paste that raid message that KT posted for us in the chat. And when we arrive at our raid's destination, drop that in the chat and let them all know that we're there together and we're bringing some love and cookies and all that good stuff. Make sure when you arrive, you hit the refresh button on your browser. It drops your number from my stream to their stream, and it just helps their analytics make sure everything counts in the long run for the new streamer, which is what we want, because we want to help boost their numbers. That wouldn't be for a long while, if at all. Well, there you go.
in case we need to move our storage.
So make sure you guys go out and do something kind today. Put a little love out in the world, make it a better place. And I'll catch you guys on Tuesday. We'll be back in the survival world. Have a great rest of your day, guys.